Hey family, today I want to talk about the question is, are you in the sunken place? Now, the sunken place is a place where something happened in your life, usually as a child or usually it could be an adult, where it puts you in a place where you freeze and you don't move forward in your life. For instance, let's say as an adult, let's say a man, right? That mother didn't show him a lot of affection. Okay. And he always wanted to hug, but she wasn't a hugger. Okay. That will just a mention of that basically created anger in him. Okay. Because he wanted hugs. She wouldn't give him what he wanted. He wanted that love. She didn't want to give it to him. So he became angry. So just the thought of her name, hearing her name, makes him freeze. And also it creates resistance against women in his life. Now let's say if it's a woman, okay, and let's say she wanted to be around her father and he wasn't around enough. Okay. Basically, it's like she feel rejected. She feels like she feels like uh any man in her life is not going to be around. Okay. He's always going to feel like he's walking out on her. Okay. So just the mention of her father's name, a part of her freezes. Okay. She don't move forward into the relationship. Okay. Because she feels like he is going to always leave her. Let's say a grandmother, okay, this is male or female, and let's say this grandmother, she didn't have a lot. So let's say we would say that she's quote unquote poor. I don't like using that, but just say she didn't have enough. She didn't have a lot, okay? Materialism, food, whatever. So basically, just the thought of her name or just hearing her name, let's say you are on your way towards your abundance, okay? And somebody mentions her name to you, you will sabotage that because a part of you feels like you can never have enough because your grandmother have enough, and she probably told you that money don't grow on trees and all these different things. So that makes you freeze. So it like puts you in a sunken place where your true self is like frozen, and your ego jumps in front of you and controls your life, which turns into chaos because it can never give you peace of mind. Your ego. And what the ego does is it hides behind the pain. For instance, I use personal examples. Okay. The ego, what it does is uses pain so you don't move forward into a situation. Okay. Let's say like a friend of mine, right? She was working out and she said, okay, I want to release weight. I'm working on my body. I'm sculpting my body, shaping my body. And one of her best friends that she was working out with, she passed immediately. Like I'm saying, within a week, she passed. Something happened. Pneumonia. Something happened where all of a sudden she passed. So what that did was it programmed her to think that if I do work out, something will happen to me and I will die. Okay, so that put her in a sunken place. But the best thing to do is face the thing that you fear and move past it, because your ego knows once you move past this point that you will affect thousands of people. You will affect a lot of people if it's really strong. This is the reason why it's happening. Okay, let's take me for instance. For example, okay. I remember I was in this shop and I was doing my sketches on my readings, okay. But this shop opened up and I just started doing it at this particular shop. Okay, and the person, I was sitting there and I had my display up, and all of a sudden it's like one of these nightstands she had on her table that she had like clothing on, scarves and different things. Like all of a sudden this nightstand, wherever this thing was, flew across the room at least 10 feet and hit me on my hand where I sketch. The hand that I use to sketch, it hit my hand. And she was like, oh my God. She said, you doing some magic or something over here. She said, I seen it. It's no wind in the room. It's secluded. It's no wind. It's no way this thing can fly across the room. Because it knew that by hitting this hand, it's like a trigger to make me stop doing what I'm doing to help people. It's kind of like, oh, I don't want to do that because it's like, oh, I don't want to do that because I don't want anything else to hurt my hand. Maybe my hand can get broken. Maybe I could sprain my whatever. You get what I'm saying? So it does things like that so you don't move forward because it knows the future like we know the past. Okay? It knows how you're going to affect thousands of people. It knows the influence you're going to have on people's lives. Okay, let's say this is another example. This girl came to me for a reading, and I was reading her, and I said, I feel like you can sing and you can speak. I said, your voice is very instrumental, and you can help a lot of people. And I said, do you sing? She said, no. And she started smiling. I said, what? And she said, it's my aunt. I said, what is it? She said, she told me to shut up. She told me stop singing when I was singing. So she said, I haven't sung for like years, but I love to sing. And I said, yeah, but by you singing, it opens up you speaking. So it's like the ego will materialize on the outside of you to make you think it's this other person, but it's actually you. It's just materializing in this form. In this form, it uses people that you love the most. So the programming seeps deeper in the subconscious mind. Okay. Now, a good thing to do is to take you out of this sunken place is to, first of all, thank the universe for bringing this lesson to you that no longer serves you, and you send it away with peace and love. Okay. The next thing you can do to deprogram this program is to, what I use is body tap. I use lots of methods, but body tapping is one of the things that I use. Okay. Now, what you can do is you tap the place called a medulla oblongata. Okay, the medulla oblongata is the top of your spine where your kundalini rises to. Okay, a lot of times things are stuck there because you have to release old programs. So first thing you can do is you tap on your medulla oblongata. Okay, so tap it on the back, and what you do is you put in your own mantra, which you want to bring forth. Don't say what you don't want, okay? But what you do is you tap on your medulla oblongata, which is the base of the top of your spine, and you can say, like, let's say the person that needs to write, okay? Or let's say the speaker, or let's say the fitness person, or let's say the artist, or whatever you do, whatever you're doing, use poetry. Like you could say, my health is my wealth. Far as you working out, okay, you could say I am wealth itself. Far as prosperity, it's all types of words you can use, but use it as in poetry, so it rhymes, so it sinks more into the circadian rhythm within your system. Okay, so you tap on this medulla oblongata and you say this, and also what you do is, to store it in your subconscious mind, you tap on the base of your skull. Okay, the very base of your skull, you tap on. This stimulates your hippocampus. Your hippocampus is where all the memories are stored lifetime to lifetime. Okay, you tap on this and you make up your own mantra, and you do this before you go to sleep at night, constantly, consistently, and you will see in no time. You will see. Don't listen to the ego. Don't listen. It ain't working. No. Keep doing it. Just like you work out, whatever you do, just like you eat every day. Act like you're eating every day because you're feeding your spirit. You do this every day, and you will see the results. You will see how your life will transform, because everything is all about the subconscious mind. The conscious mind is riding it. It's not in control, though. It's the subconscious mind that's controlling the whole world. Okay? So deprogram yourself to get out this sunken place. And it's interesting because the hippocampus is like a subconscious mind. Okay, it's, imagine just going into a black hole. That's what your hippocampus is. This is where all the libraries of life is. This is where your life stories and other lifetimes, Akashic records. Okay, you tap into this, and you deprogram yourself. See, when you start speaking, it's like trying to twist up your tongue. Deprogram yourself for what you want it to be. Life is what you make it, okay? So I just wanted to drop this short video to say, are you in a sunken place? And if you are, this is ways to get out of it. Okay, it's time to love yourself, time to be free, time to be happy. Go to beautiful surroundings like this, okay? Go to beautiful surroundings, okay? Surround yourself in beauty. If you feel bad, okay, go to beautiful places. Surround yourself with positive people that are on your same vibration, on your frequency. And if you can't find them, just be by yourself and do what you love the most. And I guarantee you, things will change in your favor. All right, family, love you all. Love and light. Peace and hair grease.